we notice that there is one thing coming through in the description of the suffering servant in the ancient using of Isaiah on this day. He is quiet, he makes no reply, and we find that this is almost word for word what the evangelist John read on this Good Friday from time immemorial has to say with regard to Christ not answering back. He was silent. And then Pilate, annoyed and amazed and full of his own authority, starts to poke, and he becomes frightened. Anything he has in the way of authority comes from a higher power, indicating by that he's going to face it himself. He then starts to try to release him. His wife had already had a strange dream the previous night. We know from some ancient tradition or mystic vision which was had that they never then got on. I think she left him. With the Saviour, he has one thing which we perhaps on this Good Friday can take with us. We can't avoid conflict. We can't avoid indirect, at least insult. We can avoid losing dignity before it. And therefore, being in complete control, as was the Saviour, of the slightest word is a great victory which we need to ask for. For the tongue is a double-edged sword. It can be more dangerous than any other weapon in what it can do and undo. Dignity. Dignity and self-control, being in possession. Because once one is no longer in possession of one's words and reactions, one is no longer dignified. And then there is little in the way of communication. It matters in marriage, it matters in a community, it matters all through life. So when we are eventually and inevitably in a situation where we're being brought down, we have a choice. Will I do as Jesus did, maintain merit by dignity, or will I come down a notch to the level of the person before me and gain merit and actually disarm him? For dignity is far more powerful than an immediate, uncontrolled reaction. We have before us not just a worm, as we have in the psalm, often used at Passiontide. We have the Alpha and the Omega, and he didn't depend on anyone's word for his glory. We do, and that's why we claim it here and now and lose all our